Hey guys, this is John. Just a heads up before we start this Title Tuesday video, I was streaming this on Twitch as normal, and right when I went live, right when I started playing my very first game, my chat was telling me that there was no audio coming through. So I quickly tried to restart the stream and tried to get this microphone to work. This is my best microphone by far. It wasn't working. It ended up being super distracting. I was trying to troubleshoot it the first 3 rounds, but nonetheless, there is still audio on this stream. It would be terrible if I posted a long video and there wasn't, but it was recorded through my webcam mic. So it's going to sound echoey. It's going to sound a little tinny. You might want to watch this with headphones if you have a chance. I think this is still bearable no matter what device you're watching on, but I wanted to let you know that from the jump. It proved to be an annoyance for me, and also it made for some entertaining viewing because you can see how I dealt with a big distraction. And we all know chess is hard to play on its own, even when you're fully focused. So stay tuned to see how I deal or don't deal with my audio being off and trying to troubleshoot it on the fly. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. I am live and I think we're good to go. Hey guys, this is John. Welcome to a tradition unlike any other. This is Title Tuesday. Sorry I missed the start of this game. I was actually present and playing and streaming, but my mic wasn't working, which my chat quickly told me about. Yeah, and in this position I wanna go here. Had this before actually. So I think we're good to go now. I don't know why my mic wasn't working. I've had the same settings as normal, but I had to reload my microphone in my settings real quick. So just one of those things. I'm gonna confirm after this, but let's not dwell on it. Let's try to win a good chess game here to start. This is round 1. You only missed the first few moves. Okay, maybe knight e4. Probably could also just double rooks, looks pretty good. Knight e4 hits the bishop, though. I do like that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's hit the bishop, also attack f2. The only thing you missed is some Scandi theory. Don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll get more Scandis in this event. And of course, I'm linking to the games, or the standings, so you can see the games afterwards. All right, let's send this rook over. I wonder if knight f5 is the point, though. Knight f5, and then there's knight e7 in the mix, huh? Okay, but I do have queen e6. No, I don't have queen e6 against that. Knight f5. Maybe that's nothing, though. Maybe I just play rook e8 against that move. Knight f5, rook e8, and defend this threat. I'm going to do that. There is a question about the g7 pawn, but I don't think it's in White's best interest to take, so I wouldn't expect them to. Maybe they'll put a rook on d1, but then I could take this one. It's a little sharp. Again, queen e6 is another move. I think I like queen e6. Queen e6. Yeah, I need to move a little faster here, though. Take with this rook if they take. And then knight d4, I think back to e8. Should be okay. f3, knight d6, or knight f6. Maybe a slight initiative for White, but I think I should be able to defuse it. Whoa. Really? Why? Why would you do this? I'm very happy to see this. Very, very pleased. Okay, let's go here. I'm happy to play with these 2 knights, especially in a blitz game. Okay, let's bring the king up. And I'm going to try to target these white queenside pawns. Now, White does have enough material for the 2 minor pieces because they've got a rook and a pawn, but I gotta think I have some compelling counterplay. Let's go here. Let's try to discourage f4. Still a good amount of time. Could play a4 maybe. Yeah, let's play a4. Would like to speed up a little bit. Ooh, now this pawn is weak. Let's try to target that. Possibly with this other knight coming in. I think they might be missing that I have this. Like rook d3, knight b5. Feels like that should win. It really feels that way. Rook a1 I can probably take here. Could also defend my knight, but I don't like getting kind of boxed in there. Actually, maybe that's okay, because I can play b5 next. Then there's c3, though. Okay, let's bring the king over. Probably have to do this. I'm not so sure about this, but might be forced. And then here. Push. Bring this back. c6, knight d5. Just a time scramble now. I mean, I do like my chances. Well, they took that one. Maybe I'm allowing them to get over in time. Darn. Oh, wait a second. No, they messed up. Now my knight can come to f6. They didn't have to play g6 at all. They could have played king back to d5. I would have still struggled to win that. But yeah, now I think my knight maneuvers to f6 and I think I win. All right. So we get that first game after some adventures with the logistics. Yeah, I know the audio is terrible on this, so I apologize, guys. Okay, I'll try to fix it after the next game. Just gonna have to roll with this for now. So, YouTube viewers, if you're joining, my main microphone, this one is not working. I actually shouldn't even speak into it. I'll try to, it's going through my webcam, which is a really bad microphone. I know this is gonna sound pretty bad for the next game at least. Oh, I gotta put this in emote mode. Which is actually hard to do as well. There we go. Okay. Let's take. So QGD structure. Normal. It does feel weird not speaking into that microphone when you're used to having it just an inch from your face. I feel liberated, but I also know the audio quality is suffering. Yeah, this is a common line. I'm just gonna play it like this, where I take and play knight d2. Yeah. Queen c2, hit the pawn. Ooh, okay, can I play f3 here? f3, rook e8, though. f3, rook e8. Let's play, let's go f4. Oh, wait, that's a blunder. Yeah, they can take and... No, wait. I have rook f2, right? I think we both thought I blundered, but actually there's rook f2. Okay, this might not be so clear, though, because my pawns are kind of loose. So they're going to get some compensation, but that was funny. All right, let's go. Let's go here, I think. I want to try to force a queen trade. Oh no, I blundered. They have queen takes f2. I should have played queen f4. Okay, this is going to be another two knights versus rook and pawn or two situation, actually, if they play that. Take, knight g4 is their best move. I'm going to pre-move this. This has been an eventful Title Tuesday already. What can I say? I want to play knight c4, but then b5. b5, I don't like. So let's go here. Let's play king f2. That looks a little weakening. Because now I've got some ideas here. I would not have played that if I were them. Rook e7, knight f5. So they're going to have to go to e6, I guess. But then if I take b7... What? Okay. I guess. If you insist. Okay, king e3, rook e6, king d4. Knight c4 makes some sense, but then rook d4 as well. I need to protect my remaining pawns is the thing. It's a little bit tricky. King e3, rook e6, king d4, f6. Don't think I have a good response to that. Knight g4, rook e2. I'm gonna try this. Rook d4, b3. b5, knight a5. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. Obviously, there's a 3 versus 1 on the king side. Let's play h3. Tough position. Black has 3 pawns for the piece. I need to coordinate. I need to get this rook in the game. It's not so simple to do, though. Not so easy. Let's try to activate. Probably they'll play king f6, I would imagine. No, b5. Using too much time. Let's go here. I'm probably fighting for a draw now. I think that's for sure. Maybe I can work my king in and cause some problems. That would be phenomenal if I could. G3. G3 knight e5 though. Still tricky. Blunder G3. G3 knight f4. Okay, knight f4 is coming now. probably take a draw here. I think I'm just gonna make a draw. Yeah, I'll accept. Okay. Okay, playing Slovak Fighter here in round 3. Saved that draw in the last game. I was probably losing, so I think I'm okay with that result. But on to the next one. Yeah, early queen b3. Okay, let's play queen c7, defend the pawn. I like playing bishop e4 in these positions, try to induce f3, which I always think is a bit weakening for white, especially in a faster game. And white makes a very early trade. Okay. So we've softened up their king side. It's kind of hard to punish that sometimes, but I can try. Let's take here. Bishop takes c. Okay, take with the queen. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I don't normally put the bishop here, but I'm kind of curious what they're going to do about this. Because even king f2 doesn't help. They play f4. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. And is that bishop coming to g2 later? Maybe. Let's play b5. Knight takes b5 doesn't work because I got my bishop here. Start trying to grab some counterplay. b4, knight a4, maybe knight b6 at that point, or in the future. Let's play b4. Knight a4, knight e4 maybe? Could think about it. Queen a5. Man, many moves here. I'm gonna go queen a5 first. They could think about queen a6, but no, they play that one. Keep it simple, okay? Just gonna go rook c8. Ah, now they play queen a6. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, let's take. Go here. Still have my sights set on this move. I think that could be a handy move. Let's see what white does with their king. They might just stick it in the center, king e2. Need to make up some clock for sure. Castles, okay. Let's go here. Expect them to retreat, bishop e1. No, they defend, okay. So do I want to take? Yeah, let's take. Let's take and play king e7. Well, then they have e4, huh? Let's play... torn. Let's go here. They capture. Okay. I'm kind of happy to see that. Now they might try to attack the c-pawn, but I feel like I have that pretty well defended. Play king d7. Maybe rook doubling on the a file. That would be the dream scenario. But very likely they're going to target that pawn. Probably going to have to go for c5, like if they play this. I'm feeling this is starting to become drawish. Maybe I can press somehow, though. I'll try. So I do get this move in. Attack. They're gonna defend from that direction. Okay, let's play f5. Kind of slow their kingside play. Yeah, maybe there's not much to do here. Can try to play e5. Take king e6. Okay, I'm going to try to trade a pair of rooks. Not sure if this will help me, but we'll see. Long term, e3 and g3 are kind of weak for my opponent. So maybe there's a little something I can work with here. Should probably play rook d2. Oh, that one's good. Yeah. Feeling very drawish now, but I'm still trying. Still trying to work in somehow. Bishop c5. King e2 is a good move. Now I think if they play rook d2, it's probably just equal. Probably gotta acquiesce to the draw. I'll keep trying. They check, I go here. Bishop e8, king f6. I'm really probably pushing it with this. I don't think this is necessarily a good idea. Yeah, especially I just let them play that. Not good. Yeah, now I'm blowing it. I just lost all my pawns. Should have just taken the draw, guys. Definitely should have taken the draw. If I had more time, I probably could have timed that better in terms of creating counterplay, but it didn't happen. If I had more time is kind of a fruitless thing to say, you know? Still some very minor chances of a swindle, I suppose, based on the clock. Blockade. Let's hope. What a long game. I think I'm definitively losing now, though. My big problem here is I can't move my bishop. Should probably try, but rook e8. Okay, let's just resign. I definitely do not like how I played that ending. Tried for too much. Yeah, I should have tried to time. If I was gonna play for a win, I needed to time this b5 move better. I played b5 and then king d6 under about the worst possible circumstances. I was trying to squeeze out their bishop, but I let them go attack this pawn and then win every single pawn under the sun. I didn't even play rook e7. I guess this probably wouldn't have mattered. I was thinking I can swing my rook over. We're on to round 4. Okay, atwalcb. Let's try to bounce back here. I have the black pieces again. Let's see what we get. What's it gonna be? Okay, let's mix it up. Let's play g6. No d4, d5 this time. Yeah, this is one of the better replies by white. Okay, I'll play d6. Could also play c6. Now we're in a Pierce. Haven't committed the knight to f6, but very well could soon. Quick bishop g5. Yeah, these lines are interesting. I'll play c6. Let's play like this. I'm going to try to delay the development of this knight and see in practice what that does. Very quick h4 by white. Now what? Probably back to e3. e3, knight f6, f3 maybe coming. Okay, that seems fair. I can play this now because h6 is guarded. Yeah, f3. Let's play b4. Let's see if they want to go knight e2 or knight a4. Okay, let's play a5. So I suspect white's going to try to gear up for an attack on the king side. I don't know if they'll play g4 quite yet, but sometime soon. Knight f4. Okay, knight bd7. Now what if I go here? Because you don't want to stick the bishop on b3 when I have a4, so I think they're going to have to put it back on d3 or somewhere. It's possible I could play e5. That's a bit of an unusual move, I would think, but I don't see why it wouldn't be a good idea here, so I'll go for it. Pre-move these captures. Okay, and now I think I like my position. Bishop e6. This knight's defended. White looks a little bit cramped to me, actually. They got to figure out how to get this in the game. Knight c4 is always in the air. Yup. Now, I could play knight c4. Knight h5 also makes some sense, although they probably play g4 against that. I think I might just go for knight c4. Let's do that. I'm gonna take this now, and then take here. They take with the bishop. I would have thought take with the king and then try to coordinate, but no, they take that way. Okay. Let's maneuver my knight. I'm playing in the hypermodern style. You know, fianchettoed pieces. Let's castle this way. Now g4, I think I'll play knight f4. I think that's what I'm going to try to work up to. Put some pressure here, threatening to take. a4, knight c5, a3 maybe? Looks interesting. What else? There's still that knight f4 move. Let's play this. This seems nice and active. I'm going to do it. I'm trying to open up this bishop. Doing okay on the clock in this game. Much better. You know, b3. Let's go here. Somewhat of a dilemma for white because I could threaten to take the knight and they'd probably have to take with the pawn because I don't think they want to disconnect their rooks. Yeah, now I'm going to take. Let's take here. And then apply some pressure. Yeah, knight d7, probably a good idea. Take this. I'm going to give them, this is a little bit dangerous because they have these two pawns. Maybe they just play king g3 here. But I'm trying to open the position for my two bishops. That's the play. I'm going to give them the h-pawn, knight g4. I'm going to say go ahead and take that because I want rook a2. And I want to go after this pawn, which I think I might be able to achieve. Yup. Okay, this feels good. This feels like it should be very good for me. Is it winning though? Trying to prep this move so I can win this pawn. Now it's a race. Pushing again. Oh, they lost on time. I didn't even notice how low they were, only that they had a few seconds. I maybe should have played rook b3 in the end, because in this final position, if they play here, I promote. This is my thinking. But I noticed that if I check, they can go king f5. I had bishop e6 though. I don't know. Let's chalk up the win. Close one. Close one. I like the way that I played that though. Much better than the last game. I kept the pressure on in that one. So we'll take it. Okay. Start with d4 here. I'm playing FM Black God 93. I'm going to play knight f3 on move 2. Just kind of a flexible move. Invitation to an exchange Slav, which actually... Okay, Black's trying to play this in offbeat mode. Yeah, see now I should have an edge because this is like Alpine Sicilian. I'm speaking in this mic again. This mic is useless. It's not... There's nothing registering in that mic, John. Force the habit. Okay, let's stop Black from playing b5. Some days, all you can do is just laugh at yourself, you know? Like tried to play chess today, and things just got weird. But hey, we're entitled to... We're out here nonetheless. Let's go knight d2. I kind of think Black should play queen b4 here. But let's see. This looks nice for me. I've got a space advantage. Looks like it's going to be hard for Black to unwind this, I would think. Play knight c5. Knight c5. Okay, let's go here. Queen b4, queen c2. And I'm thinking bishop d7, a5, and try to stick this here. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting strategy. All right, well, we're gonna take. And they're gonna pop back to c5 more than likely, but then maybe I have a good chance for e5. e5. Yeah, let's do that. This is pretty loose. They can't take because they lose the knight. There's even knight b6. I think they're gonna have to play knight e8 here, which looks really ugly. Ah, knight e4. I missed knight e4. Still probably a good chance to take here, though. Unless I want to take here first, which is definitely possible. No, I think this is correct. Take. So I'm trying to remove the defender of this knight. Okay, gotta watch that time, but I think it's been worth it to win this pawn, but I need to keep the moose coming now. What? You're losing a piece. Knights move backwards. I've often forgot that myself. So, there we have it. Yeah, black had either take on d6 or maybe play, I don't know what else they would play, f5 or something. But this position didn't look very good for them. Let's see what the engine has to say. Okay, only plus 0.75, but this does look like a clean pawn. Says that black should take and blockade. All right, here we go. This is round number 6. I'm playing Hrant chess mood. I played this player before. Yeah, good player, 29-45. I think he's a big Slav player. I think we've actually played a Slav over the board. I played him in London many years ago, now that I'm thinking about it. But okay, this time he plays, speaking of London, a London system. So good opportunity for me. Let's make the most of this. I'm just going to play this. Okay, bishop f5. I think this guy's a bit of a theoretician. So I'm just going to stick to what I know. These reverse Carlsbad situations, real solid. Solido, cemento, as Peter Lako says. Make room for the bishop to come back. Yeah, this is utterly standard stuff. Let's play the knight here. Try to change up the structure and then play c5. Okay. Bishop d6, take, queen takes b7. I think that's okay to allow. I want to bully this bishop off the diagonal, or at least trade for that bishop. It's kind of an annoying piece. But I had to make sure after trades that white can't take here. Yeah, and they do not. Okay. Position looks fine. Just don't burn too much time, John. But the position otherwise looks fine. Pretty normal. Usually piece exchanges help black a little bit in these structures. So I'm cool with what's going on. Let's play this here. Maybe knight a5 someday, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe queen c7 first. Let's go knight a5. You want a queen trade, huh? All right. So they're really playing for this structure. Interesting. Guess they like this. So the c3 pawn is weak. I could try to blockade this square, but do I really have to? Doesn't feel like it. I'm gonna go here. Maybe this? Maybe knight f5, and if they don't want to trade. Okay, another maneuver. Okay, I can maneuver too. They're coming to c5. They're taking the long road to c5. I see. I should have known that was the plan when they played knight d1. Yeah, because now this is a little bit annoying. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to dig in, I think. I'll just play like this. I could take a6. I probably should have calculated that. Bishop takes a6. All right, they don't go for it. I need to play rook c1 probably. Or there, okay. And they play f3 somewhere, yep. I don't think I really want to take, so I'm just going to go back. This could be a grind. Yeah, that knight coming to c5, that is a standard plan. Should I sack the exchange? I think I'm going to do it. Under the circumstances, looks okay. Looks okay. Let's just see how white wants to win. Maybe I bring my king over to help out. Of course, if they ever play a6, I think I'm happy about that trade. Let's not take that pawn. I'm just gonna wait. Just waiting. Not sure I should have allowed that. I can take here now. Yeah, this is not good. Still maybe defensible? I'm hitting that c3 pawn. Hold up. Gotta go for it. Tricky. I dropped the knight. Shoot. GG. That was a tough game. Tough one, tough one. My opponent earned that victory. Yeah, I was staying solid for a while. I made the decision to sack on c5. Put up pretty reasonable defense from here, I think. Thought I might have even had some chances when I won the d pawn, or the c pawn rather. But it was tough. It was difficult. I think the very end, I think I'm probably losing even if I don't hang the knight, unless I'm missing something here. Yeah, losing. Anyways, we're in round 7 now against Zura 19. Tamas Vanczak, 2596. All right, we get another chance for a Scandinavian. Let's do it. I don't exclusively play Scandinavian against e4, but since I've been researching it a lot in preparation for my forthcoming course, of course I'm going to be playing it a bunch, right? So bishop d2, we're going to meet this with bishop g4. Try to induce f3. I'll play bishop e2. Okay, that's a nice simple line. I don't think this should be particularly good for white, though. Let's play queen f5. Queen over. We'll just step out of the way of any knight b5 business. I want to play knight c6 in a lot of cases, which I think I will avail myself of here. Generally, you don't want to take that pawn on c2 very early in the Scandinavian. On occasion, it can be justified, but it's a pretty risky strategy. Yeah, I think I'm going to castle long here. Hit this pawn. May not be a threat to take it, because after takes, there is knight b5 for white, although then I have rook e4, but we're just happy to stabilize the center. I might play for a kingside initiative, rook g8, g5, g4. That is a plan here. And what do you know, we got a time edge. We like that. Could play g5 right away. That's always an interesting idea. Let's do it. Let's play for it. Let's see if white wants to take me up on this pawn. Yeah, and they don't. Okay, so we're gonna advance. Now, where are you going? Are you going to h4 or g5? So if they go back to d2, I might just swipe this. I might very well swipe that. Knight e5. Okay, that was a none of the above answer. Wait, how does that work? So if I take twice, you're going to play knight b5, a6, knight a7 check. Ah, okay, there's some trickery. There's some trickery. I gotcha. I gotcha. There's also knight takes d4. But let me think again about that knight b5 operation. I'm not 100% sure that's good for my opponent, but I see what they're up to there. That is very clever. You know what? I think I'm gonna take and play knight d5. I'm not gonna take this pawn. I just don't like that alignment. There were some issues with knight a7, knight c6, and then an eventual bishop a7. Okay. You're gonna play knight d4 here? Or still knight a7. Do they want knight a7, king b8, knight c6? Nah, that doesn't work though. That doesn't work for white. Oh, maybe not. Do they... Whoa. Okay, forceful. I am surprised. Okay, I can take on e3. How do we feel about that? Take e3, queen takes. Could play a5, but then knight c6 I guess they're going for. I'm gonna take this. I think I need to get rid of this bishop. And then when they take with the queen, I presume, maybe they'll take with the pawn? I don't know. This is very interesting. None of the above. Again, can you really do that? I mean, I guess I gotta take. Wow. I can't stop the mate, huh? Crazy. Wait, what if I go here? I think this is gonna fail. Because they can put a rook on b1. Do I have a defense? Probably not. I gotta run. Oh, they can do that anyways. Nice. Yeah. Always a sad day when the Scandi goes down. But that was an interesting attack that white whipped up. I don't mind losing in that fashion, because... I mean, I have a feeling... Maybe this is sound. Maybe it's sound. A similar operation could occur after queen takes e5. I think this is the whole idea for white, knight b5. And then if a6, knight check, king b8, knight c6, take bishop a7. I saw all that. But perhaps even doing what I did in the game, like, doesn't actually stop that. It's very possible it doesn't stop it. Let's take a quick look at the engine. I'm curious. Knight b5. Okay, a6 is correct. Wow. No, this is good for white. And that is good for white. I mean, the whole idea is to get queen takes a6 in and set up this mate towards my king with the queen supporting, or the pawn supporting the queen. Wow, I guess that's losing. Whoops. Sorry, I am trying to navigate here. What about this moment? So g4, knight e5. I was not expecting knight e5. I thought one of these moves, or maybe knight d2. But knight e5 is best, according to the engine. Okay, what about this? Knight b5. Ah, a6, knight check, king d7. Okay, I'll give myself a pass on that one. King d7 is a little hard to appreciate. Not a move you normally think of. I do remember analyzing some positions where this is acceptable, but apparently that was the way, going towards the center. Maybe bishop d6 coming. Hey, we're playing Subum. This is one of my viewers. What's up, Subum? And an NM. Okay, I can't remember what you play. Let's play something different. Let's play in English. English. Think about if they play e6. I do think it's best to play d4, so I'll go for that. Yeah, we'll play this exchange variation. Ooh, bishop d6. Yeah, okay. Okay. Bishop h4. Yeah, this is all normal stuff. Now, usually that knight goes to c7, so I don't think I actually need to prevent knight b4. Let's just play rook c1. I'll just try to play some common sense moves here. Nothing too fancy. Queen c2. Yeah, this knight often works its way around. That's right. Play bishop f5. We'll see if black plays knight g5. I think Cedomir might. I could consider going f4 against that, but probably that's a little too weakening, but maybe. It might be an idea. f4... feels a little risky, but I actually don't see what black does against it. I'll give it a shot. Remove this. We'll give it a shot. Bit of a dilemma for black, because if you play knight e4 here, that's not looking too great. So I guess they gotta go here. They might play g6. Seems kind of weakening though. I'm trying to get my bishop back engaged on this diagonal towards Cedomir's king, or Cedomir's queen. Maybe I can claim some small edge if that happens. Like knight e6, trade, mess up their pawns, knight g3 later. Kind of compensates for this backward pawn on e3 perhaps. This would be cool, but I think unsound. Okay, so where do I want to retreat? Let's retreat to d3. I think the knight's coming here. I think he's going to try to blockade the e4 square. Because if knight e6, f5, that looks really good for white. So I think you kind of have to play knight e4. Yeah. Okay, take. Oh, it takes with the pawn. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Let's hit this. Now this looks a little fragile for black. Maybe knight c3, maybe f5 in some situations. Not yet, but maybe in the future. I think this position could be a little annoying for black to play. Let's go here. If b5, maybe I can come back if I want and hit this pawn. Okay, bishop there. Let's remind black that this pawn is weak. Don't know if he can defend it though. Ah, that one. Okay, take. Okay. Yeah, good defense. I still kind of like my position though, because I think this pawn, the potential for this later, queen d2, maybe get some play with rook c5 coming in. I maybe still have a little something here, but that was good defense. But I do have a 2-to-1 time advantage, or even more than that, so maybe I can milk that. Yeah, F5 played. Let's try to get this in. Try to be annoying somehow. Maybe G4 as well? Just gotta be annoying. For the time being. Oh, did not see that hanging at all. Yikes, and that's a really bad pawn to lose. Yikes. Not good. Not good. Ugh. Taking too long here. I'm gonna allow this to happen because I don't see any other way. Ah, it wins the queen at the end. Yeah. Or does he? Nah, this is over. Yeah, good game. Good game, good game. I didn't see the pawn on e3 was hanging. That was that was a big miss on my part. I went from thinking I had a... That's just a straight up double attack. I probably need to play queen c4 here. I went from thinking I was milking an edge to trying to scramble and swindle. All right, and we are on to round 9, playing I Am Kratos. Gonna try to win these last 3 games. Let's put together a little bit of a run. I'm still having fun. Okay, let's play d6, move 1. Mix up the openings a little bit, you know? Yeah, let's go for knight bd7 and then e5. This is the old Indian defense, putting the bishop on e7. I used to play this from time to time. Just kind of a flexible line. White playing very simple b3, bishop b2. But I can look to take on d4 at some point and maybe snatch this pawn. Okay, so they take... Yeah. Let's play a5. This is usually a good structure for black that I currently have on the queen side. Again, a lot of King's Indian crossovers here, but the fact that white can't control d4 with a pawn and I can control d5 with a pawn, I think makes this a fun structure to play from the black side. Should be somewhat better. Yeah, maybe bishop g4. And then possible trade and knight e6 in mind. I could also try to maneuver the bishop back and attack this pawn. That's an interesting play as well. I'll have some options. Yeah, so do I take? Tough call, actually. I'm gonna... If I don't take, they might play knight h4, though. Yeah, I guess I'll take. We'll take and go knight e6, and I expect knight e2. And now let's play... Bishop b4 is interesting. Knight g5 is interesting, too. Let's play a4, though. Many tempting moves here. Well, let's go with this one. Start trying to weaken the queen side a bit. And play this back. Could have taken too, probably simpler. Taken and then g6, although it would have allowed rook d7 sometimes. Because now I'm thinking I might capture on b3 and play queen b6. Yeah, like how's white gonna respond to that? Because they can't play rook d3. So they might have to do something like rook b1 and then try to ambush me with a bishop takes e5 at the end. But I've got some pressure. I could play rook a2 after rook b1 maybe. This looks annoying for white to play. So they're going on the attack. Could take e4, but I like taking b3. Yeah, let's take this one. I kind of figure e4 should be weak regardless, so I probably don't need to force it yet. Bring this in. Maybe this rook is somehow overloaded soon. This pawn also weak. I could think about rook a4, or perhaps more likely knight a4. Hit this bishop. Okay, white's really low on the clock, so if I can find ways to keep the pressure on with no risk, that is great. Let's just go here. Keep this knight out of the game. Does that work? I actually saw that move, but I just didn't think, yeah, they're gonna do that. Okay, so let's just watch knight e4. We do not want knight e4 to come into the picture. Probably simplest to do this now. Yeah, and shut down their play. Rook here. I think knight here should be good enough. Played super solid. That's a piece. Okay, that was a pretty good technical game. I don't feel like I had to make too many difficult decisions in that one. So just played the structure. Again, that structure where black has control of d5, but white does not have control over d4, I think in the long run is pretty good for the side controlling both those central squares. On to round 10. I have the white pieces here against A. Collins. Let's play e4 in this one. Why not? Mix it up a little bit. Oh, okay. A6, huh? Yeah. The Tony Miles special. I respect it. Okay, we'll castle. I'll go c3. Preserve the center. Try to undermine a little bit. Wonder if there's something you can do with like b3 and various attacks. But let's just play queen e2 first. Looks like a useful move. Okay, I'm gonna take and then take here, and then play knight a3 at the end. Attack this pawn on b5. Try to tie my opponent down to it. Because, okay, if I play b3 now, what is gonna happen here? Ah, this move, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so if I take on d5, they're gonna take a3. I could take e6 at that point, but I have a feeling that doesn't work out so well. It's interesting, though. It looks interesting. Kind of want to try it. Take on... Oh, no! Oh. Mouse slip. Well, we got to play down a piece now. Just get it all out. Oh, I'm trying to put on emote only mode too. This is going to be a hilarious VOD to watch back. Debating what to do with the E-pawn, and that was not it. That was not it, folks. Now we got to attack on the king side and hope for the best. Too funny. Alright, let's maneuver this knight. Maybe I can force their king to go to f8 at the minimum. I am just purely down a piece here. But I've been in tighter spots before as a chess player. I've been in more unpleasant spots in the past. I'm going to block up the queen side, just so I don't have to worry about like queen a2 in some situations. c3 and c2 are still weak, but yeah, I don't want to greatly worry about that stuff. Can't lose the c3 pawn though. If I want to have a chance, I can't lose that. Now let's see how black unwinds from here. Let's find out. Maybe I go knight g4. Oh, okay. They want to kind of force it. Can I take... No. Bishop g6? Is that crazy? Let's try this. Just trying to cause some confusion. And if they take, queen takes, and then I'm defending this and threatening mate. Worth a shot, huh? Probably gonna go knight d8, I imagine. I want to get this knight in somewhere, but it's not easy. Let's go here. King e7. Probably bring this back now. The one thing I have going for me is that it's not so easy to coordinate for black. They're having some practical issues coordinating. But I think now they're going to get their rook out. I'm probably going to try for... they have rook a1 coming. Okay, let's stick this here. Just get that all the way out of the way to address this threat. Oh, they took away my square. Okay, but I can go here now, though. Look at this move. New way to attack f7. And we're up on the clock. New attack just dropped. All we gotta do is get them thinking a little bit and then flag them. Rook h8, go back. I have a feeling they're going to play rook h8 because they just do not like this bishop here. Oh, king there. Okay. Okay, okay. They go knight f8 now? Yeah, nicely played. Knight f8. Ooh, this is going to be tough. What are my swindling chances here? Probably not great. Not great. Don't think anything works in this position. searching, but I'm not saying anything. Okay, let's go here. Another piece gone. But we keep our swindling chances alive because they have 20 seconds. They having connection issues? Nope. They're just thinking really hard.
Hey, John, this is guys.
Hey, thank you, whoever that was. Heard I got a sub there. Oh. Let's move this knight away. I'm trying. I'm trying, folks. Queen C1. Not gonna work. Yeah, probably time to resign. I can try one more perpetual check idea. One last one. You just need to win that pawn. That's it. Okay, I think I'm out of checks officially. Gotta resign. GG. We tried our best. I almost flagged them, but they kept their calm. They kept their nerve. I didn't notice too many chances down the stretch. We couldn't recover from E5. That was a costly mouse slip. I think takes would have been interesting, though. I was gonna play that. Yeah, it's up there with one of the best moves. Let's chalk up the loss here. And here we have it. Zach HKL. Let's do it. Final round. I'm battling, folks, to get to an even score. It's been a frustrating title Tuesday from a technical standpoint, which has bothered my play, but, you know, I gotta improve my mental. There's always work to be done in that regard, right? So, no worries. I'm going to be playing more Title Tuesdays, hopefully with audio and everything else on point. The beat goes on. But okay, we can still try to win this game. I'm pressuring the B2 pawn and also, in a way, C2. Kind of tempting to play for E5 here. I think this actually could be a good moment to do this. Normally you don't play this way, but if white takes, for instance, I think bishop c5 might be good. Could also play... Yeah, actually, let's go bishop c5. Force them to play bishop e3. And then I'm going to take, and then probably just take here. I think is nice. Still retain this idea. Probably both sides can castle queenside. They go there. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to castle long too. This just seems like it should be somewhat better for me. But let's think. Queen here, maybe. King b2, knight b6, I'm thinking. Trying to get some stuff going towards their king. Like queen here, knight a4 then. I'm on the rook, so I would think they'd probably want to move their bishop. Maybe bishop d3 would make some sense here. Yep. So question is, if I play queen b4, how does white defend? I don't know, so I could play a3, I guess. No, but that probably doesn't work. Yeah, let's go here. Let's ask white the question. How are you going to defend? Idea is this move. And then start working in on the dark squares. Maybe there's some combination of bishop f5, rook takes d8 that kind of keeps white reasonably defended. Queen there. Okay, check. Knight in. Now, I think in the short term, white on this move doesn't have much to worry about, but if I get to attack a2, like queen a5, start creeping in, it's going to get unpleasant. King b2, I can play knight takes d1 check. Ah, they can defend with that move. Nice. Did not see that. Yeah, did not see that. Okay, I think I got to go here. So now white can trade queens. Probably I still have some edge structurally. Maybe these pawns are hard to guard too. I'm also threatening. Rook takes d1, rook takes h2. I'll take with the king, keep this rook on here. Yeah, it looks a little bit better for me. Still a long ways to go in this one, though. Should I seize the file? I think so. Big time advantage, too. So I should keep that in mind. Try to press that. Tempted to play for f5 here, but I don't know. Ah, there's also knight d1 and rook d2. That's probably even better. Yeah, let's go check. And then... Okay, so knight f2 or knight e3 might be better. Knight e3 looks pretty good because I think I can win that c2 pawn. Trying to take this one. Rook c1, I take on the other square. Ah, okay, clever defense. Rook takes c2, rook e1. Let's go here. I have an idea. If they move the c-pawn, I want to go knight f1, I think. Ooh, I also see a mating net potential. Doesn't quite work, though. Yeah, let's just go here. I was thinking b5, knight c4, but I don't think that was working. And stop their knight from getting in. And now this threat. Okay. Yeah, they're just gonna go for my queen side, which is fair. Let's just push. Just start pushing. Just push the pawns. I think this should be a winning ending, so I'll do this. Check. Let's bring the king in. Too many pawns now. Okay. All right, so I played a couple good technical games this arena, but on the whole, pretty much a dud. Too much reckless decision making, not enough stubborn defense, a mouse slip here and there. So we finished with 5.5 out of 11. Oh, my score got cut off too. But yeah, I'll take a look at these games afterwards. I'm kind of curious to just go through them, see where my moments of indecision, time management, things like that could be improved. So thanks everyone for watching on YouTube. Sorry for the technical problems. Once again, my main mic, this one, just unexpectedly was not working. And that created some technical haywire for the entirety of this arena. So I'll try to be better about not letting that affect me when I play. But thanks everyone for watching on YouTube. Really appreciate it. We'll try to do better in the next one. Thanks, guys.